Welcome to the second instructional video on Canadian rollovers for the 2012-2013 academic year. For those of you who have administration access, today we'll be talking about loading the rollover information yourself, correcting misspelled names, setting a provincial course for a class, and for those of you with our Spellodrome product, showing you how to roll over those students as well. First, let's have a look at a completed rollover spreadsheet. This is now a completed rollover spreadsheet. Misspelled names have been left for after the rollover. The grade levels have been updated with a -1 entered for the student who has left the school. And class names have been entered with the composite class details correctly structured. We then put in the teacher details and added additional teachers for the same class. We then added the new student names and all their related information. And finally, we made sure there were no duplicate names within the school. Once you have completed the rollover spreadsheet, save the file, but keep it open. Next, you would use your administration sign-in to get into your school administration center. Once there, click on the School Roll button to get to the School Roll console. From here, click on the Rollover button. This will bring you to the Rollover console. Here, you don't need to download your school roll because that has been sent to you by your rollover team as part of your rollover documentation information. Click on the Continue button. This will take you to the rollover template screen. You will notice that the format for this template is the same as the format for the spreadsheet that you have just updated with your 2012-2013 academic year information. Initially, you will be updating the Mathletics record. Next, you go back to the spreadsheet that you have updated and saved on your computer. Select all of the information on this spreadsheet beginning with the first name of the first student on the list and go across and down to the last cell with a teacher email address and click Copy. Make sure you do not include column titles in your copy. Go back to the rollover template and click on the top left-hand cell of that template and then paste the information into that template. All of the information will be added to the rollover template and then you click Save. If there is an error in the information you have pasted into the template, the system will give you an error message. They may be related to a missing class name, surname, and grade level, or you may have entered duplicate names. The system will give you an indication of the error that has occurred, and you can correct it in the rollover template. Once you click the Save button, the system will then give you a pop-up window that asks whether or not you want to do a partial school rollover or a full school rollover. Selecting a partial school rollover can cause problems if not done in a very structured format, so we always recommend that you do a full school rollover. Even our rollover team will hold your spreadsheet until all the information for your school has been received. Therefore, we strongly recommend that all of the rollover information is processed as a whole school. Once you click the full school rollover, select Continue. The system will process your rollover and will give you an indication that the rollover has been completed successfully. Your Mathletics rollover is now complete. If your school also has the Spellodrome product, you will need to roll over those records as well. To do that, we'll begin back at the Administration Center. You select the School Roll, Classes, and Copy Classes to Other Resources buttons. This will bring you to a screen that has checkboxes next to each class that can copy your Mathletics records to all of your Spellodrome classes. Select some or all of the classes to be copied. Click Continue, and a message will come up to advise you that your Mathletics classes have been copied to Spellodrome. Your students and teachers may now access Spellodrome using their Mathletics login information. You can then go back to the School Roll page and click on the Sign In Cards button to print your teacher and student sign-in cards. If you need to correct the spelling of a student name before you print the cards, click on the Students button. This will show you a list of all students. Select the student name, make the correction on the screen, and click the Save button. You can also correct a teacher's name by clicking on the Teachers button under the school role and using the same correction procedure. We're almost done. When you go back to the Mathletics Administration Center, the message "Keep Mathletics Gold Bars from last year" will appear below the school role icon. By clicking on the message, you will then have the option to retain your students' Mathletics Gold Bars for the previous year or start with a clean slate. Whatever you choose, students will always keep their credits and certificates. Once you click on the message box, click Continue and select which option you prefer for your school. Teachers using Mathletics can now sign into their Teacher Center and create ability groups by clicking on the Classes button or set a provincial course for a class by clicking on the Course button. As an administrator of Mathletics, you can assist teachers in updating to a provincial course by going back to the Administration Center. Click on the Mathletics Admin button and then click on the Course button. Select the teacher and the class and the group from the course drop-down menus and select the desired course. Then click Set Course button here and here. These steps must be taken for each teacher and each class. That's it. You have now successfully completed your rollover. With this video, you could complete the rollover yourself using your school administration login. However, if you would prefer the Canada Rollover team to process your rollover, please ensure your spreadsheet is completed as discussed at the beginning of the video and email it back to us for processing. Once you have saved the completed spreadsheet, you can email it to the Mathletics Rollover team at rollovercanada@3plearning.ca. In your email, please indicate if you would like to retain last year's results or start fresh for the new school year. Please note, if you do not indicate your preference for retaining school results, previous results will be removed from the system. Also in your email, please list any corrections that need to be made to teacher or student names. Finally, please be sure to enter the name of your school, city, and province in the subject line of your email. The rollover team will process your rollover and will send you your new teacher logins and a guide on how to implement Mathletics across your school. We hope you have found this information on the rollover process to be helpful. If you have any questions, require assistance, or would like to schedule administration training, please contact your implementation manager at 1-877-467-6851, or you can send an email directly to rollovercanada@3plearning.ca.